So this is a little bit of review with use and hacks, fixes you probably want to make on your Pletscher SJ, SGE, ESGE, however you want to say it, kickstand. First thing you probably want to know is that this foot, this isn't the original foot. The original foot that comes with it will come right off if you don't glue it on, which is what happened to mine. And that sounds like a small deal. It's not. Once the foot is gone, you're leaning the bike on a much smaller area, the end of the aluminum foot, and it'll dig into dirt, it'll dig into soft asphalt. But also, once the foot is gone, the leg is shorter by probably almost a full centimeter. And that's enough to make the bike tip over more often than you think. So when you get the thing, I used shoe goo, black shoe goo, you might be able to see it on here, to glue it on, and it is not going anywhere now, so that's a lot better. This is one of the ones that's got the built-in slot for the back for specially made receptacles on bikes. You can see the paint is worn off here after about a year's use. That seems strange to me. Anyway, that fits on, you know, sort of a slot like this, and I need to clean that one off. It's a little filthy, but you can see it's actually levered a little bit on the aluminum there, if you can see that. This thing's on my head. I don't know if the angle is right. Take my word for it if you don't. Let's look back at this. The main problem that I have with this kickstand is that when you ride on gravel and it's in the up position, right now it's in the down position as if it were holding up a bike. When it's in the up position, this piece right here contacts this piece here, but the lever arm is long enough that when you hit bumps, it rattles up, it goes up and down, and it rattles like crazy, this against this. So here's what I mean. I obviously don't want to snap my finger in there. So this little spot here, what happens is this little guy will wiggle enough that it will drive you crazy. It'll echo through your bike frame and drive you nuts. Now, in the field, my other video, I showed you that you can just stop anywhere if you can. Grab a piece of twig, put it in there, let it sit, and that'll take care of the problem until you drop the twig. If you don't put the kickstand down, twig will stay in there for a long time, especially if it's a little green and it won't crack. Another solution I had was to take a little bit of this stuff, which is just protein powder jar plastic. It's pretty thick, about 1.5 millimeters thick. And if you carefully duct tape a piece of this on to here, the duct tape running from here to here, and a little strip of the plastic right there, it will be in here, and it will be enough, it's shock absorbing enough to eliminate that sound pretty much entirely, actually. And it's tough enough not to fall apart, but the tape will eventually break. Something that does not work is any kind of self-sticking foam, as well as inner tube. These edges, this metal on metal, is simply too tough for it. It'll cut it open, it'll disappear. The hopefully final idea I have that I think will work, I won't have to keep redoing this, is I'm going to drill a hole here, tap it for an M3 screw. Just take a little hex screw, put it in. We got some M3s over here, don't we? Hello, M3s. Bike, metrics, bike. Oh, where the hell are they? Quick links. Well, they're in here somewhere. Once I find the M3s, I'll do that, and then I'll take a strip of this. I'll simply drill a small hole in it, and I will screw that on here. And I may have to heat this with a heating gun so that it just kind of matches that bend. And that way it should last for quite a long time, won't fall off, and will take care of the problem. So let's get to it. Let me find the M3s. So, found the M3s. Let's check this out. If we can get the plastic bent with the heat gun, put that here. Should hold it nicely. Could drill it there, but then we're close to the edge and it's actually harder to do that. I think it's much easier to drill this surface on the drill press. So let's see how that lines up. Let's do this like this again so we don't get our, God, that would hurt if you got your finger in there. So yeah, I pretty much want to put that right there where there's already kind of a little chip. So what do we got here? Let's grab, what does that one Canadian YouTube guy call it? The thumb detector and a punch, and try and punch this so that it so the drill will start nicely. Should maybe consider filing that flat, but we'll see here. Got a big old ugly burr there. So let's head over to ye olde drill press. Turn the light here. Got a little bit of a mess here. I don't keep a very clean shop. I am a lousy machinist. I'm not a machinist at all. I was a goddamn art history major. All right, let's just sweep away some of these since the shop vac is way over there. And grab ourselves, Geez, I don't even know where to start with this one. 1.5 seems kind of little. But getting closer. Let's give her a lift here on a piece of aluminum stock. Get her like that. How does that work? Now, since we're just holding a chunk of plastic onto something here, this really isn't that delicate an operation. All right, got her set pretty well. Let's give her snooze. There we go. A little bit of cutting oil here. That ought to be far enough. Now let's see what we got here. The smell of tap magic. Okay. Can't even see the hole there. All right, we'll make her a little, we'll bring her up to 2.5 millimeters. And then should be ready. Oh yeah, it's should be plenty deep. Let's measure that out there, the old finger away. Yeah, a little bit deeper than the screw that's on the floor now. All right. Where's the 2.5? There she is. All right. There we are. Let's take a look here. Okay, got us a, crank this down one, 2.5 millimeter hole right there. Now we can grab the 3 millimeter tap and see how it works. So, the fun part about tapping 3 millimeter in this house is that I don't have a tap handle that fits her. So I need to use the vice grips. So there we got our, so that is the one, 3 mil tap. She's just a little bit reluctant at the front end. So, good tap. Shitty excuse for a tap handle. Shitty excuse for a machinist. All right, get the Mr. Softies back in. So that she don't go nowhere. I have to turn it like this. So that'll increase the difficulty level here. Bite, will you? Good. All right, she's starting to chew, but feels like maybe I should have left her at 2. That usually feels like a little too much to leave behind. Well, this doesn't have to be the deepest threads in the world. Just needs to be able to hold a chunk of plastic between threads and a little Loctite. We should hopefully have it. Boy, that's a lot easier than I'd want if I were tapping anything else. She's none too easy to take out with the fingers, so. So things aren't that loosey-goosey in there. charts and specifications on the diameter you're supposed to drill before you tap, but 2 is a little bit not enough, you know. Maybe next time. So try this out. She goes in, she's not going to pull out easily, and then bottoms out a little bit. That's not the one. What does this take? Takes an itty bitty. Well, that's actually about perfect. You get that strip of plastic in there. So that's pretty good. Now we just need to get our chunk of plastic cut properly. So we can go a little narrower, or we can fill the slot just about that. So this is pretty close. We'll just kind of clean it up here. Come here, you. All right. Let's see how we're doing here. Get that down there. This. Cover that nicely. So I just want to drill a 3mm hole in there quick. Oh, what the heck, we'll make it 3.2. I think we'll put it on. We'll put it on, then get it hot, then press on it with gloves so we don't get burned. See how that does. Goes right in. Probably should put some Loctite on there once we get it figured out. So that'll do her like that. We just need to get that bend put in. Seems like maybe just a little heat, maybe even just a lighter, huh? Hello. All right, so the sophisticated heat forming technique is going to be this. Glove, fire, plastic. You can see it's kind of taking the shape already. So let's just get this warm. See, you're getting, and now press her there. hold her flat. Can feel the heat through the glove there, but should be okay. All right. Boy, that's a dirty ass glove. I just spent all that time cleaning this thing off. Looks like it took the... My shop is a mess. I'd be ashamed of myself. Okay, so there it is. Plastic chunk is there. Folds right up. It'll sit like that. Not bad. Some of it will no doubt get a little chewed up. Probably trim those edges a little bit, and I think they'll be fine. So I'm just going to back that out. Throw in a little bit of glue Loctite. Put that back in, mount her back on the bike, and I will have no more rattles. At least until this falls off, but I don't think that'll be for a while. There it is.